Three, two, one. Trying to whisper. Jay is sleeping. Again, he works nights. But I wanted to get on and say happy Thanksgiving early. I am excited because after almost 9 years with the company, I am going to get Thanksgiving off. Well, technically, I have like almost 2 days off, but we're going to drive to Vegas tomorrow and have Thanksgiving at my friend's house. She's my ex sister in law. Hi, Evan. But got 2 trees up this year because I wanted to, and I love my Christmas trees. Just a question. During the holidays, especially with limited time off to cook, does anybody's house look this destroyed as much as mine does? No? Just me? Yeah, I really don't want to get on camera because I'm pretty much naked. What does that mean? It means I have not one iota of makeup on. Not an ounce. Nothing. Just moisturizer on my face. But I like the way my window came out this year with the icicles and all my snowflakes. I'm going to regret putting those on because they're actually stickers and not cling snowflakes. Second tree obviously is an up. I've got my Santa dude over here. Oh, he shrinks. There you go, stand up straight. But yeah, I've got packages I still have to open, still have not finished decorating, and I won't even get to clean the house at all because literally driving down 2.5 hours to Vegas. I'm going to be with my son, Devin, his wife, Sarah, again, my friend Mandy, Terrell, her man, and her 2 kids. And I am bringing the sides. And I did a lot of the prep work yesterday, but my but hello to everybody. Please be nice. Evan is my moderator. Now there's going to be, I believe, 8 of us at dinner tomorrow, but I am making 3 batches. Why? Because who doesn't love cranberry sauce on a turkey sandwich, maybe a toasted baguette, a little bit of cream cheese, maybe stuffing? Oh my God, so good. And cranberry sauce will stay good for a while. It keeps well, at least 6 weeks for me in the fridge. But I'm going to just go over the recipe. You can tweak it. However, the recipe and ingredients I'm going to go over with you first are for 1 serving size. And again, I'm doing 3. So it'll probably, I would say, make about 2 cups. So I'll just tell you the original recipe. You can modify it. Now, there is something I had to leave out, but I substituted it. And the stores were insane yesterday. Let me tell you, they were out of fresh garlic. Thankfully, I had enough at home. And they were out of the candied ginger, which is an ingredient that typically will go in this recipe. And then I'm going to struggle. I'm going to tell you all now when I put the phone down and get the stove going, I've got to put it on the tripod. So you're going to see my ugly face anyway. But for the ginger pear cranberry sauce, you're going to get a large Bosc pear, Bosc, and basically peel it and dice it. Don't mind my nails. Again, no time to do it. It was either cook for Thanksgiving or get my nails done. So this is your Bosc fresh pear. Again, the recipe calls for just 1. You can use the canned, let me show you over here. You can use the canned pears, but it'll throw off the texture, and I like a little bit of chew in mine. But I drain that. I'll get back to those ingredients. So yeah, one large Bosc pear, 1 cup of orange juice. And again, I tripled the recipe. But what I did is I drained the juice from the canned pears because I was initially going to double the recipe, so I only had 2 of the pears. So I had a can of sliced pears. I'll just use that, so it'll be a combo. But again, 1 large Bosc pear. You want it cubed. A cup of orange juice. 1 cup of sugar. A 1/4 cup of water. Where did I put it? Oh, 1/4 cup of water. 2 ounces. Now that's where the candied ginger comes in. You can find it in the like dried fruit section of your grocery store. But because they didn't have the candied minced ginger, I just have this cranberry mix. And you know, if you know, like a chutney with turkey is amazing. You can use dried blueberries, dried apricots would probably be. I didn't even think of that. Probably would have been really good in this recipe. But we're going to use, they're like cranberry raisins. You know what I mean? You could do raisins too. I mean, basically, the sauce itself is just your foundation, right? So, yeah, the original recipe again does call for the 2 ounces of the canned ginger minced, but instead I'm using the craisins. Don't mind my voice. I slept maybe 4.5 hours. Again, no makeup on. I am tired. And you'll see that if you catch my ugly mug on screen. I am beat. Just overtired, so yeah, my voice is shot. And again, the original recipe also calls Happy Thanksgiving as Jonathan Six. Calls for 1 cinnamon stick in the original recipe. Again, I like a little bit more cinnamon in mine, and these are not too big. I might take one out, but yeah, for the recipe, again, 1 cinnamon stick whole. And then I love these. Anybody in the comments know what that is called? Hi, Mary. Happy Thanksgiving. Hi, Rammy. Get my nails are horrible. Anybody know what that is? That is a star anise, and these are called pods. I mean, they are just pretty. And if you make your own potpourri or air freshener, you want your house to smell good, just imagine the smells that come off of the orange, cinnamon, and the star anise. Now this basically is like licorice. That's what it smells like. So yeah, the recipe calls for 1 of these. And this is an ingredient a lot of people are not aware of. Now, but before I get to that, going back to the cranberry raisins, I forgot to tell you, I do like a little bit of the ginger taste. So I have some freshly grated ginger root. That's a lot. I am only putting in a pinch. To be honest, I've never used the root. I've always used the candied ginger and just didn't expect for it to be sold out. But yeah, imagine how good your house is going to smell just with these seasonings. So I'd probably say 1/2 teaspoon or 1/4 of a teaspoon because this stuff is potent. And then we have a 1/4 teaspoon of salt, okay? And the ingredient that gives it just really different, it's garam masala. And that's only 1/2 teaspoon for this recipe. 1/2 teaspoon of the garam masala. And I don't know how to explain. It's like a Mediterranean spice. So oh, there you go. It's got cumin, coriander, black pepper, cardamom, cinnamon, red pepper, nutmeg, and allspice. So yeah, it's almost like just an allspice, but don't mind everything else up here. You could also, if you wanted, and I might do that, get some nutmeg and grate it in there. And again, these are for other recipes that I might come back and do. So yeah, those are your ingredients. I forgot one other thing. So with the orange juice, and yes, I know it's horrible, but that's because it's freshly squeezed orange juice. So you could see it tore the orange up, but you just zest the skin. Now, when I do this, what I do, even though it's already going to smell like Christmas, if you have a food dehydrator, you can, or probably even do it in the oven. Just dry these out and have dried orange peel for other recipes. But it also makes that good homemade potpourri. But you know what? I'm going to get the stove going here. Oh my gosh, it is really going to need a cleaning. And I'm setting it to medium high. Now, if you've never made your own cranberry sauce, my friends, you want a larger pot because once they start popping, they're going to release pectin, right? And that is what kind of coagulates, I guess you will, helps set the sauce itself. But they burst when they pop, so you want to make sure you have a deeper pan. So while I have that going, I might as well get started. Where do we go? See if I can do this with one hand. Doesn't really matter the order that you put it in. So in goes the pears. And the reason it doesn't matter is because cranberries are going in after you get this up to a boil. And I am going to, sorry guys, I'm holding the phone and trying not to spill anything. Going in with the orange juice. And I might as well throw in the cinnamon sticks. Let's get the star anise. Am I lagging? I'm sorry. Hi, Landon. Happy Thanksgiving. And you know what? I'm going to put the cran raisins in. Let's do it all. Get the sugar going. Actually, I'm going to wait on the sugar. Get the garam masala. Get in there. What else am I missing? Oh, the other thing of pears and the sugar. Let me grab that. Oh, I got to get the orange peel in there, and there's the zest. So let me try. Hopefully I don't drop my phone. Hold on, guys. So, don't know if you guys, hopefully that works. I love my cooking channels, right? And I love foodwishes.com. And I came across this recipe from his, but of course, my own. Like, I don't think he puts nutmeg in his, but let me get a spoon. That you use in the recipe is going in. And a lot of people, and I am guilty of doing this for years, get some water in there. Just adding a little extra water to get all that yummy orange peel out. Would do just the basic cranberries. Now I'm going to go, because again, I'm going to throw these pears in there. They're whole. It's going to be chunky, but the thing is, they're going to break down, right? You guys still in there? Yeah, I love Christmas, my favorite time of year. Are you guys hosting this year? What's everybody doing for Thanksgiving? Evan, what are you guys? I want a longer spoon. There we go. Maybe. I'm forgetting something. You guys, what am I forgetting? I'm going to break down the pear. I'm going to wait for this to come up to a boil. And then I am going to the cranberries. Cannot think straight today. This is what happens when I don't sleep, y'all. Try to get in here and mash up. I should have cut up these pears. to be honest with you. So there'll be some chunks. Again, I've never used the canned pears before, so we'll see how it comes out. You guys, I have to do the mashed potatoes, and I don't do anything simple unless I have to, especially on Thanksgiving, especially being 10 years since I spent it with family, because I work every year. And it's hard for me to travel out to see the family unless I purchase a ticket. Plus, I usually need the money. I'm getting paid time and a half, but I'm doing fine now in that area, so I can afford to have it off. And a lot of people were trying to offer up to $300 to cover Thanksgiving. And yeah, that's a nice chunk of change, especially before the holidays, but I can't put a price tag on the time that you spend with your family. And even though they're, and if you don't know, I'm a flight attendant, so it's really, really hard to get the holidays off. But I'm just so grateful that I'm able to spend, even though it's might only be 5 hours, you know, drive my house to the airport. But then if I did that, I'm paying for parking, and then I'm paying gas, and it's almost not worth it. But hopefully I can get to work on time. Just in case I can't, I am bringing my work, which you saw, travel bag, so I can fly out of Vegas if I can't get out of my home. Breaking up some of the pears that were sliced in a can, but I should have gone in and cut them up so that they were the same size as the fresh pear, like that. So, where is my, hold on. And the only, love it, it's my pastime. And tomorrow, I don't know if you guys can hear me okay, but tomorrow I'll probably go live on my channel so you can see my nephews. And I just tell people she's my sister. It's my ex-husband's sister, but I'm closer to her than my own sister. But now I'm going to go in and I'm going to add the sugar, okay? And this smells so good already. So again, in goes the sugar. And I didn't actually want to go live. I wanted to pre-record this so I could put in the description box all the measurements and ingredients for you. But my phone is just not working. Don't know what's up with that. What's up with that? What's up with that? Where is my spatula? Hold on. Here we got my little Christmas spatula. I think I got that from Walmart last year. Love that it has the measurements on the back. Let's see. Hi, Victoria. Oh, hey. Happy Thanksgiving to you. Evan, are you still moderating for Grandma? So my grandson is Evan, and he's my moderator, and he started a YouTube channel, and he just turned 13. I can't believe I have a teenage grandson. He's my first grandson. I've got 4, but if you count Jace, my partner's grandkids, Charlie, I will soon have 7 grandkids. 53 years old, 7 grandkids, one of them a teenager. Insane. So let me get these out of the way for now. So I'm gonna have to wash them for my sweet potato casserole. I'm making a corn pudding. Also doing a show-stopping green bean casserole. That one I really have to film. I put wine, white wine, a dry. I'm using Chardonnay for that, but we'll do that on my next live video. Give this a stir again. I'm waiting for it to come up to a boil. This year, what is everybody doing? Oh, I forgot some hairs. Oops. Yeah, going back to that. Yeah, I was up till. Yeah, going back to that. Yeah, I was up till. Root, which I just tripled that. I said. But do you make your own? Also, Evan, be sure to put your link or tell people the name of your channel and what you do. But yeah, let me see if I can get some of these. Caesar, Rami. Are you guys hosting this year? Evan, what are you guys doing for Thanksgiving? Are you going to be with mom or dad this year? Or both? Or is everybody going to be together? Oh my gosh, this smells so good. So I'm just going to give that a minute, and then when I put the cranberries in, they're going to pop. And then that is pretty much it. Let me get my camera back up. And what are some things that everybody is grateful for this year? I'll tell you what, I really have not been on my channel, as you guys know, for a long time. I have not maintained it. I've just been so busy. I've got some health issues going on, pretty serious health issues. So I don't have a lot of energy is one of the side effects. And I'm in pain 80% of the time. But I do want to get more active on my channel. I don't do the hauls as much, but I really, really enjoy cooking and decorating and gardening and crafts and painting. So I'm probably going to start doing that on my channel. Also, there's somebody I follow on, I think he has TikTok, but I watch him on Facebook. His name is Papa Drake, and he's 30, but he looks like he's 16. He's got a beautiful wife. Shout out to Robert Rodriguez is his name, and his beautiful wife and his kids. Chatted with his wife a little bit on Messenger yesterday, and she's just a doll baby. She is just a sweet, sweet young lady. And yeah, I was just talking to her about the holidays and just what it's like when you put yourself on a public platform like this, how much bravery it takes, because you get a lot of backlash, and you can expect it, right? Because you're putting yourself out there like this with no makeup on. So I'm going to get comments that I'm fat, I'm old, I'm just disgusting. And I was really protective of my grandson when he was starting his channel. But he can hold his own. That's why he's my moderator, because he won't tolerate it. He was raised like that, just as I raised his father. Okay, now I am going to add in my fresh cranberries. I'm going to turn the heat up just for a second. I want a hard boil first. And there you go, just like that. Now I'm going to turn it down to medium. And in goes all these cranberries. Now, I bought a huge bag this year because I just overdo it. But also, if you are new here and you don't know, I kind of do not Meals on Wheels, but Meals on Heels. I live in a neighborhood where the majority of my neighbors and residents in our development, our community, are elderly, disabled, widowed, alone. So twice a week, I will cook big batches and deliver it. And I'm sure most of them are celebrating Thanksgiving with their family. And if I wasn't going to Vegas this year, I probably would have hosted here at my home, opened it up to them. But I'll have enough for my leftovers, my sandwiches. I've never personally froze cranberries. They're starting to pop. I don't know. Do you know if sauce will pop? Oh, watch out. That's what you gotta worry about. Let me come back. You can hear the pop. I'll be quiet. Of course. What do they say that? Happy Thanksgiving, Schneebop. What's going on, girlfriend? I'm doing my ginger pear cranberry sauce. Now my berries are starting to pop. Isn't that pretty? So pretty. And then I just went to the dollar store yesterday and got these, again, bless this mess. Got nervous. Am I still on? Yes. Okay. So I turned the heat off, obviously. Just keep stirring it. I'm gonna get a potato masher, I think, and mash some of that up. In fact, not me, I'm scared. Let me see. Kind of clean up a little. Throw the rest of my ginger away, actually. Yeah, I'll get the fresh ginger, put it back in the Ziploc, put that back in the fridge. Doobie-doo.